All right, recorded live on the brand new cell phone of success. It's not the Camera of Doom. Goodbye, Camera of Doom. Here for the title matches of today's JBT event from Riverside Lanes in Mount Vernon, Washington. Someone's going to win their first career scratch title. This top seed Spencer Dessart is taking on number 4 seed Jake Solly. Jake has won 2 matches to get this far. Spencer started strike spare and has an ugly combo to shoot at here in the third. Top seed in the handicap division. That's Dylan Lucas. He's had a lot of success early in his JBT career. He's got his hands full though against Megan Lely, who just won her semifinal match to get to play him. It's a good looking match so far. Check out the score. Dylan bowling under the B bowler, while Megan there is getting the A, as well as 3 pins of handicap difference. So Dylan's got to win this match by 4. Relatively unmakeable, but those twister pins do bounce around quite a bit. Not able to get the love there and hit the 4, so an early lead for Solly. Dylan working on the double and not making 3 in a row. Big turnout today, 81 bowlers in this 24 laner. Interesting setup, 16 on this side. There's 8 more back yonder over there. Here is Solly in the third strike working. Man, does he look good in this step ladder and all day long today. Jake, if he wins, will become the 3rd youngest bowler to ever win a JBT scratch title. The guy who has the record just won the U17 title today, Ewan Esther. Jake beat Ewan in the first round of the step ladder finals, and Ewan wasn't nearly as concerned about losing the match as he was about losing the record for all-time youngest winner. Ewan's got him by a good 6 months or so, if that happens. However, and if I did my math right, Jake will become the 3rd youngest winner, not the 2nd youngest winner, because Alyssa Holleran, again by my math, and we'll double check later, edges him out in that category by a single day. I'm telling you. They didn't induce. Well, you know what? Never mind. We're just going to carry on and talk about the grid roll here. Career day for Spencer. He qualified first day at plus. Let's try and find the scorecard and move this camera still until we get an appropriate time for it. Never know. I don't have the scratch card in front of me. It was a bunch. Yeah, very useful, huh? What did we bowl on? Remember that? Oh yeah, we bowled on Great Wall of China, which gives a giant puddle in the middle. Not house ratio difference. It's around a 6 or 7. You'll see house shots 10, 11, even more than that to 1. Show a measure of the oily bird boards. Oh goodness. I need the Camera Doom back. The oiliest board versus the driest board. The higher the ratio, the more margin for error the players have. Give these talented bowlers a couple extra boards to play with and they will light it up, as they all did today. Solly left that 5 pin there in the 6th and back with a flush strike. Switched to scratch to start the season. Flat out struggled, no other way around it. Back to handicap to kind of get the headspace right, and boy did she today, a plus 214 for her 8 games. While Dylan qualified first today, a plus 264 for an 8-game handicap total. Lyle beat Thomas and Dew in round 1 of the handicap finals. And Megan beat Lucas, like we talked about. So you see that kind of fallback now. Outside of that, it's super duper dry, not to mention flat. So you're trying to just continue to fall back in what's left of the oil. There's plenty left of the oil because it's such a heavy volume pattern in the middle. So just kind of get it in that right general zone, and then you just got to fine tune it for your carry. Jason's been bowling fantastic. Yeah, continues that with spare 4-bagger. Pretty darn calm for a 12-year-old, huh? Tour wide, there is so much talent at such a ridiculously young age, but the Northwest has more than its fair share between Ewan and, of course, Joe Hoon, not with us today, and to add Jake to that list. You compete against bowlers up to 22 years old in our scratch division. We strongly believe that by competing against older bowlers at such a young age, you get tougher, and the proof is in the results. Here on our local tours week to week. how they then perform out in the big national events. Lely inching so close to her first career title. Well, gets it a little right early, avoids the split. Business to be done over there, Jake. No problem. He's in the 220s, so Spencer's got some work to do in the second half of this match. Big thanks to Chris Venish and the whole team here at Riverside for having us. Always a great time. Got a Mike O'Brien sighting today, East Coast JBT Brothers. And then Mike told me that Charlie Gonzalez said hi.
Did that fall?
You're gonna add it back up? Can any adult or anybody help me out to add the 10 to lane 2, please? No! If you can sort of tell by the different sounding pin pull, we're bowling in twister pins. Don't see them that much anymore. They're an all synthetic pin. They do act a little bit differently. Generally, high hits are worse than light hits. High hits tend to 4-9 and solid 9 quite a bit. Sometimes on the light hits, the pins fly so darn fast that you could leave 5s and even 5-7s that you ordinarily wouldn't. The magic feet get that 10 pin added. He'll disappear around the other side. These guys know what they're doing. Both of them will attempt mandatory makeables. Got to make these kind of spares in title match scenarios. Megan avoids the chop for her, and Spencer has no problem at all. Spencer won the first JBT event he ever bowled quite a few years ago. Must have thought, hey, these JBT things are easy. This is his first time back in a title match since, I believe. Does not have a win since then, I am sure. Made the TPC finals a couple years back. That's a great accomplishment for any bowler. See the modern power game. PS with the thumb in the ball, though. Just a 2, Megan. More traditional down and in style. Again, breaks up the split. Dylan's got to win this now, 4 pins to win. Megan pacing at a 218. Dylan can still strike out for 223. So he trails, but has that double working. When he steps up here in the 9th frame, he'll have a chance to swipe this thing away. 217 win, I said, went to you, and that was over Alex McNabb, while Girl Scratch went to Layla Taquito with the win over Kaylee Lennox in that department. First things first, cover your 9 count, no problem. That calmness, all these bowlers, Dylan's 15, Megan's 17. Jake again, just 12 years old. The plot thickens a little bit. That 6 pin's not going to fall. Mandatory strike for Lucas. Does not get lucky on the Brooklyn. Oh, man. Now, all of a sudden, Weston can do chop 20 pins off that. It's 2-0-2. That's not likely to be enough. Let's see what Jake can do with this split. He'll just take 1. Probably smart move. You don't want to throw away the extra pin. And instead, now we don't have to do any more math this evening. Blows right by that 5 pin. Gives him 160 through 9. Now 190. Tonight is already not enough. That was a damaging 9th frame. Well, guys making top 4s all over the place. This will be a painful second to swallow. Always is from the tournament leader spot. Wow. There, the twister pins show up. Has a high hit 4-9. Really starts to complicate things. Those last few frames, we see it at all levels of sports. It's the shots or throws or frames or innings, whatever, to finish it off. That is always the hardest, especially when you're new to this situation. Back-to-back 8-1s give him 165 through 8. That's his screen there. As you see, he's been given a chance here. He's got room for 214. Just like Dylan over in handicap, he's got to make it happen soon. Right back here tomorrow for the continuation of the Jim Kent Classic, honoring Marshall's dad, Jim. Just an incredible human being and ambassador of the sport. I miss him every day, especially up here in the Northwest. Hello, Marshall. Down the Both bowlers can't get that 4-pin out. And Megan's got herself a victory lap. It is the cell phone of success for Megan. Well, hopefully this will give her just a truckload of confidence. I can't imagine it won't. She knows the result. She knows that was a great time for a solid 7. One of her mentors, Piper, just got a tournament all-star at college tournament in her freshman year. Mount, I believe. I messed that up. Way to go, buddy. Good spare from Spencer. He's still got room for 203. Megan will cover up that 9 count. Finish with a strike, Lily. I said what I said. Spencer doesn't strike here. Jake now only need a mark in one of his 2 finishing frames. The 9th frame sets up the 10th. This is giant. Oh my goodness. Pretty darn good looking shot. This time a half Thames. The ball never faces up. That ball will face up. She does finish with the strike, and she is a JBT champion. Our girl. That's the girl. The crowd lovely. Big crowd sticking around on a Saturday night here. About 60 miles or so from the Canadian border. We'll be about 30 miles from the Mexican border next week down in Tucson. No trouble with his spare. Well, again, emphasizes a 12-year-old kid. He is a mark and a high count away from becoming a JBT champion, and that is not a small accomplishment by any means. Can he finish it up? Wow. That's for sure a Twister 9-pin. Perfectly fine with him. No worries at all. Well, 9 out wins. 9 out is 193. The best Spencer can do is strike out for 192. If he gets 9 on this ball, it's over. Anything less, he'll have work to do. Nolan's back here watching a little nervously here. Way over there. What a moment for Team Solid. You bet. Oh yeah. Wow, carry became a struggle the last half of this game. There he finds it and throws it dead perfect for the wheat. For the win. 2 first-time winners again. That has happened a lot this season. And now that the pressure's off, it's no trouble at all. Spencer's throwing the ball great this year. He'll win one pretty soon. Keep throwing it like that. But move over. I believe Cortez was 4th on that list, so anytime you knock Cortez Schenk down a peg on any chart anywhere in the history of the university, you've done a thing. Give him one more for the winner.
Did it!
You sure did. the two champs share a hug, and eventually they're gonna get over. There's what we're waiting for. Real good stuff today in part one of the Jim Kent Classic. He would be proud of these two champions, and we will crown two more, or heck, maybe they'll run it back again tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. I hope the camera of success has done a good job.